It is very important to pivot when your life starts to shift. Loyalty to how you did things yesterday basically can blind you to how you need to do things today. Um, you don't want to keep on staying in the same rut and being comfortable with doing the things over and over again, and it blinds you to what really needs to be done and things that you really need to be taking action on. Uh, what you're going to need to do to try to remedy this is to identify things uh, that are already changing without you. So you want to look at the things around you that are changing uh, without you even knowing it. And if you could do this, then this will help you. This will help you not to fall behind in certain things in life. You want to be ahead of the curve. So you want to start following the shifts early because that always beats defending an old model later. You want to be up. You want to be um, right with where the curve at, not behind the curve. You want to really be in front of the curve if possible, if not right there with it. You will just keep on doing the same old things over and over again is what's going to help you. Is what's going to just lead you to being behind. Um, what you would do to try to remedy this is to just identify something new that is going on in reality or something new, different that people are doing today, and just run an experiment on it to see if to see if it works for you, and so you can recognize this new shift in your life. You don't want to you don't want to be have a shift in your life that's old, or you're just doing the old thing over and over again and not knowing what's new. You always want to be proactive instead of reactive. So you it takes a little work just to read the models and a little research to try to figure out basically where you want to be. But once you find where the shift in your life is going, then you want to test this to see if it's something that you could do, and just testing it doesn't mean that it's something that you have to do. It just means, is it something that works for you? And even by testing it, it may lead you to something else that actually really does work for you. But the key is to get in there and start testing it. You have to test it. Uh, and once you test a few things, it could take a couple of months, or it just depends on the type of person you are. It could take maybe a couple of months, it could take a couple of weeks or a few days, depending on the type of person that you are. But you just want to give yourself a chance to actually get in there and start testing it to see if it's something for you. And then once you find something that is for you, you need to make that change towards something that works and not something that is old and outdated, that it may even something old and outdated may still work, but does it work perfect? I mean, does it work as good as what's new? And your outdated old thing may still be the best option, but you don't want to be doing something at 1x when there's a new option out there that's at 10x or 100x, and you're just being left behind. You want to be an early adopter at least, or at least an adopter, but uh, late adopters, they always have the most trouble. You want to be out there, you want to be the first person. And then uh, there's two types of things that go along with this. Either you're pivoting from strength to this new place when you actually have to make the change, or if you never make the change and then all of a sudden it's forced on you, then guess what? you're pivoting from crisis. And that's when you're forced to make the change. And when you're forced to make the change, it's a lot harder. And you don't get to take your time. You're forced to do it. So one thing about it is that reality, it really doesn't care how well your old things used to work. It's going to keep on moving and going forward and going forward. So as as long as you could keep up pace, as much as you can keep up pace, that's the best thing for you to be able to do. If you can't keep up pace, then that is where things are going to become hard for you. And everyone around you will see it, but you won't. So you have to be proactive. You have to actively look for these things. These things in your reality are not going to just fall into your lap. You have to look for these things, and then you have to actually go in and make those changes. Uh, so just in recapping, uh, you just want to look for a new approach to whatever you're doing in reality and try to make a small change, test it to see if it's something for you, to see if it makes your life better. Uh, and next, you want to look at it and see what it taught you. Did it teach you something that you can use? Did maybe you can just augment or make your old life better, or your old way of doing things better, and just give a sprinkle of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that into it, and boom, you're good, you're still good. Or who knows, before, I mean, once you test it, it might have taught you that you need to just throw out the old and just do something new altogether. Or lastly, it could have just told you that, hey, this new thing that everybody's doing is not for me, and it doesn't work as well as what I've always been doing. Let me go ahead and stay right here with my old way. And but this way you would know and you will be confident that the way that you're doing is better, and you can actually show proof why it's better, not only to someone else but to yourself. And when you can show proof to yourself, that's what actually builds the confidence. So uh you either so what you want to do is either embrace woodwork, kill what didn't, and then just repeat this with a whole nother thing. The first time that you do this process is going to be a little bit hard because you're ironing out all the kinks, trying to figure out what you could do with this. But then the next second time, it'll be a little bit easier. By the third time you do this process, then it'll be second nature to you. But you have to get into the game. You have to get into the game. Um, if you stayed with me this long, I appreciate it, and I thank you. Always like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions directly from me, just leave them in the comments. And I'll see you next time.